Okay, so I'd say our building is off to a lovely start. Let's go ahead and tackle this challenge up here on the roof. So I know for sure that I'm going to go to face mode. I'm going to click on that. Now I want to select all the faces around here. You may not remember selecting an edge loop, but if I hold shift and double click here, now I have all those faces selected, which is a really cool technique. So I'm going to go ahead and extrude. Actually for this, I'm going to use something called the bevel. So let's go edit mesh, bevel, and we'll go ahead, we can change this fraction here. And you see it's kind of adding some extra edges here. Just like that. Okay, and so it just makes kind of a cool easement there on the building. Let's go back to expert mode so I have some good screen real estate here. But you know what? That's not quite the effect I want. So I've got this edge selection here, and I'm going to want to extrude it out. Control E. And if I change the thickness here, I can make it a little bit wider like it is there at the top. I think that we're probably going to need to mod this, because I think that's too thick. So how could we do that? Once again, we'll go to the vertice mode, or I could even go with edges here. Or simply I can grab all of these polygons right here, and I can just translate them down just a little bit there. Okay, and I may have to move my chimney down. Let's get out of component mode, go to object mode, move the chimney down. Okay, perfect. I like that. So now I want to kind of create these bars going up to the roof. So let's do that next. Okay, so we're going to try to create those bars going down to the roof. There's a couple of ways we could do that. I am going to subdivide these polygons though, so I'm going to select faces, and I'm going to double click, shift double click to select all of those. And then I'm going to need to make some subdivisions along here. So I'm going to go with edit mesh, add divisions, and I'm going to click this little button right here. And I'm going to hit linearly, not exponentially. So now I have control over divisions in U and divisions in V. Not to get too technical, but that's basically X and Y, but they use UVs for texture space, and I'll get into that I'm sure in some other lecture. I won't bother you with it right now. I'm just going to crank out maybe about 5 subdivisions in the U here. Okay, so you can see that wasn't enough, but I can repeat that command because we want a whole bunch like over here. So I will go ahead and I will repeat that command. We'll go to edit mesh, and we'll add divisions again, and there you go. So now we're a lot closer to where we need to be, I think. So what we're going to do is we're now going to go through and tediously select every other, holding shift, group here, and then we're going to extrude that way. Okay, it's a little bit tedious, but I think pretty quick here we can get something similar to what they had going there on their building. It won't be perfect, but I'm okay with 80% to there for the purposes of this project. I just want to get us close. You could end up spending too much time on a model, and you may have some really nice models, but you'll never finish your game because games take a long time and asset creation takes a long time. And many studios, they just go out and buy assets and then they mod them to make them better. Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to extrude, Control E. I'm going to change the thickness here. Okay, something like that. Now is that exactly what they have there? No, it's not. But like I said, I'm just trying to add some interesting architectural decisions that aren't going to cost me too much in terms of time. So we'll stop there and then we'll move on and try to knock out some of the rest of these. Especially this curved one will present a nice challenge for us. So I'll see you in the next one.